All my life, I've always heard about, hey, what is it like being Reverend Russ's son? I love being Reverend Russ's son. Don't get me wrong on that. I always love helping people out. I always love making an impact because that's who I am. You see, for years and years upon years, I've always, no matter what, I've always put others before me. I've always put things before me. I've always put desires before me. Why? Why might you ask? Because I am the impact player. And you want to know why I put that audio tape out? Why I said the things what I said? The reason why I did what I did is because I love making an impact. The reason why that I put that audio tape out was because I think you're great. I think you're wonderful. And when you have a great time on the Blazin Express in Poncho's Palace, you know for sure that you're doing right. You know for sure that you're doing great. And you know for sure that it's going to be a great and bumpy ride. But then there's times that no matter what you say, no matter what you do, some people will not appreciate what you do. Some people, you just can't satisfy them. That's like with you, and especially like with the work, especially when we worked together, when we used to work together, no matter how good of a job I did, no matter how great of a job I did, I could have completed every task on the job. But there was something that was always wrong. And why might there's something that's always wrong? And why did you overreact the way that you overreacted? Why was personal messages, was personal things that I talked to you about personally, why was they spread around the county? Why was they spread around the entire world? Hey, it's the day of social media, it's the day of TV. But I think, and I know, I finally figured it out why some people block me, why some people unfriend me, why some people they turn their back on you, and why some people ignore you. You know the reason why some people ignore you, turn their back on you, and unfriend you and block you is because of one of three things. One, they jealous of the work that you do and the work you put in, and yet they do the same thing or do more, but yet don't get enough credit, or your co-workers or whatever, they appreciate you more than the other person. Number two, you say something over the edge and you just put your foot in the mouth, put your foot in places that are. And there's a lot of times that I do run my mouth a lot, and a lot of times that I do put my foot in the wrong place. But I'll tell you this, and this is PG, rated PG by the way, so I can't hardly say the stuff that I really want to say, but I can paraphrase it for you. I can break it down for you in rap terms, in hip hop terms. I can break it down for you in Poncho's Palace. Overall, we're in Poncho's Palace, and we are live in Poncho's Palace, for those of y'all that don't know. And when I talked about that fat booty, oh no, 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 you just didn't. Yes, I just did. Yes, I just did. On that audio tape, it wasn't nothing wrong when I said shaking and twerking. But when I said that fat booty, oh no, We can't have that. Oh no, you can't say that. Oh really? Oh really? Now, if that had been a non-African American that said that fat booty, wouldn't nothing been said at all. Wouldn't nothing been done at all. They would have got a slap in the wrist and went on about their business. But because it was an African American, but because it was a black man that said that fat booty, that's where we crossed the line right there. You see, even though you've done great work, even though you do great music, even though the ministry does good, when you say that fat booty, oh no, you may have went over the edge. But that's okay. I did not, when I said that, I did not mean to put it out of context. I wasn't literally talking about that you had a fat booty. I was talking about how no matter how you think you are, God made you the way that you are, and God wanted you to be the way that He wanted you to be. Hey, and there's a lot of us that are skinny, that are fat, that are tall, that are muscular, that are big. Now, there have been a couple of other incidents. Now, this ain't the first time that I mentioned that fat booty. As a matter of fact, it was at UPike, the University of Pikeville, that is, who I truly love and appreciate so much. University of Pikeville, there was another incident that I said that fat booty. And once again, if there had been a non-African American that would have said that fat booty, a slap in the wrist would have been like that and went on about his business. But because it was a black man that said that fat booty, and a sexy chocolate black man that is, oh no, we wasn't having that. But let me tell y'all something right now that a lot of people won't admit. I think the reason why that you unfriended me and blocked me was because, like I said, you either jealous or you like me. Hey, I gotta admit myself, I was a little jealous of you too, and I like you. But, and here's a simple right but, and I'm speaking on behalf of the black men in the entire world. You see, a lot of us black men, we may be afraid to admit it, or we may not admit it, but we actually do like a lot of white women. We actually do like black women. We like international women. We like all kinds of women. And there's a lot of white women out there, white girls, that like black men. They ain't gonna admit it. Some of them ain't gonna admit it. But there's a lot of them that do like black men. And I believe you're one of the ones that like black men. But you may not admit it. Hey, and that's okay though. That's okay. That's okay. We all have our preferences. We all have our perspectives in life. Hey, I got to admit, I am a minister. I am truly one of the best when it comes to being on this mic, because I speak what needs to be spoke. And there's a lot of people that don't like that. So therefore, the feedback and the haterization comes back on me, or they do their best to try to twist the story. You see, you can't twist the story if you don't know how to make the story. You can't twist what has been said if you don't get the whole truth. And the whole truth of the matter is you're one of the best workers that I've worked with. You're one of the best that I've ever worked with. When it comes to mixed teams, There's probably not a better mixed team between you and me. Because you know why? When it comes to being teams, we get the job done and we put the job first before anything else. And that's what you have to have. In order to make it in life, in order to survive in life, you have to put everything else. You have to put your personal feelings aside in order to make that money. You have to put your personal feelings aside in order to be a success. You have to put your personal feelings aside if you want to be considered one of the best and one of the greatest. You see, I may be a booty hole at times. I may say things that may need to be said that people don't like. But at the end of the day, people love and respect me for who I am. That's like all the women and ladies out in the world. There are a couple of them and a few of them that I may have said some things that shouldn't have been said. A couple of them that I messed up the friendship with. Most likely will never be good friends with them again on account of my fault, which I admit and I apologize. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of women and ladies that love and respect me for who I am. If you think that I'm going to cry spilled milk because I don't got you, no. I'm not going to cry over you. If this was 5 years ago, I would have begged, please don't block me from social media. Please don't block me from Twitter. Please don't block me from Facebook. Please add me back on Facebook. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried. You know what? It's time for me to stop reflecting on just one person when I can reflect on everybody, when I can focus on everybody. Are you ready to ride the Blazin Express? Are you ready to go to Poncho's Palace? That is the question. And I'll leave it at that. I got much love and much respect for you, Celeste Solar. Got much love and much respect for you, Nicole Howe. Got much love and respect for you, Brianna Lane Larson. I got much love for all y'all. But the question is to all the women and ladies out there, to everybody out there, are you ready to ride the Blazin Express, and are you ready to go to Poncho's Palace? Hey, if you want this down, go to my independent company, not my independent company, but go to Legion Beats, talk to them. If you want something down, go to J&J Records in Louisville, Kentucky. But as for me, I'm not worried at all. Not worried.